Honestly, it has gotten to that point where these people literally do not have respect for black people anymore, especially black Americans. Now, let it make sense to me. I don't know if this man is an Asian American because I'm not seeing him as someone that is that white. And you see, this is why I keep saying proximity to whiteness is actually you not being white. So I don't know why an adult like this would take to his live stream only for them to not have anything to discuss about, but to look for ways to call black Americans the N-word and say any single thing they have to say boldly. And sometimes I keep asking and wondering why TikTok have to allow such kind of discussion when it comes to live stream. Sometimes they should be looking forward to terminating live streams that the discussions are not making sense. I'll leave you guys to watch. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. And with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries, and be honest with your comments if what they're saying is appropriate or not. Educational purposes only. For disclaimers, let's go watch.
Always move to the suburbs.
Here we go.
So even in the suburbs here, I have to deal with the ghetto ones. I don't even live in a bad area. It's just they always move around.
Bro, that's 98% of them.
98.
Only 2% of them are good, and those are the ones that like are half white and raised by people that have a good mind. You know, they just don't have a good mind, bro. I believe that they have the mark of the beast. That woolly hair is a type of fur that is on a beast. A beast is a four-legged animal. A woolly mammoth, an alpaca, a llama, a sheep.
And a llama is
that's the mark of the beast, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I hate dealing with them. Like, to be honest, they give me fatigue. Like, I wish I could live somewhere away from them, because the thing is, they're always going to move everywhere.
Listen, they had it like that, but because they don't take care of their stuff. Their plumbing and their water.
What? We created toilets.
From 1860 to 1960, they had 100 years to be free. They didn't take care of any of that shit, right? So people from the black community kept going into the white community.
Oh, this stringy dog head Siberian husky got the nerve to sit up there and say black people got the mark of the beast because of our hair. Your hair is the type that has fucking lice. Don't you ever talk about black people, talk about, oh, they had 100 years to be free. We literally built toilets. The toilet that you sit on, the cell phone that you're using, was created by us. The doorknob, the ambulance system, video games. Like, come on, everything around you was created by black American. And the only reason why our communities didn't thrive is because pale-faced monsters like the one that was on your panel wouldn't leave us alone. They burned our communities down. They bombed our communities. They would not leave us alone. The nerve. The nerve to sit up there and act like we didn't know how to take care of ourselves. We had hospitals and schools. We had HBCUs. When you and your little litter of puppy kind was indoctrinated on some goddamn weird boarding schools, y'all wasn't even recognized as any type of citizen or anything until 1924. What we built was this whole fucking country, this infrastructure. Y'all built teepees and created sunscreen because the sun hates you and that pale-faced monster that was on your... You know what? Let me show y'all what the reservations is looking like, since they keep talking about us unprovoked. The mark of the beast. These people are insane. Hold up, I'll be right back. This is going to be a long video, so y'all might want to press down for the 2 time.
Pine Ridge is what in the United States is called a reservation. A territory managed more or less autonomously by the natives, but always subject to the laws of the U.S. Congress. Don't imagine it as a nature reserve where natives live in harmony with their values.
Look at that.
But rather as a prison camp. A ghetto where life expectancy has dropped to 47 years.
47 years old.
Look at countries like Yemen or Iraq. Alcoholism now affects most of the population. Unemployment approaches 90%. And just think that 7 out of 10 men have served time in prison at least once.
Criminals.
force her even more if we stop for a moment to remember that we are in the richest and most powerful nation on the planet. Yet, this is the poorest county in the entire country. And it's here, in this massive contradiction, that the real story of Pine Ridge begins. Since we entered the reservation, I've never felt any sign of danger. I've never felt in difficulty. On the contrary, people are very helpful, kind. They're also curious to see us here with cameras because clearly we're outsiders to them. But it's obvious that the dangers are around us. The statistics say so. Gang clashes, shootings, the Mexican cartel that's infiltrating the community. There's also a very high rate of women abductions, very high suicide rate.
Also, from the other research that I did, more than 76% of y'all suffer from alcoholism. The ODs that goes on those reservations is very sad. A lot of children are orphans over there, and y'all getting kickbacks from the government. Y'all the originals of the land, and y'all can't even keep them reservations up to par. Projects look way better than that. The projects, people who have to have jobs to get assistance coming from where I come from. They got nice cars. You go into the apartments. It's nice. It's clean. They got flat screen TVs. I've seen the inside of some of them trailers and them Shake Shack homes on them reservations, and it's very sad to see. Very sad. Talking about plumbing, they don't even have indoor plumbing. Y'all still using outhouses. And you, the guy in that video, look like he's on something real bad. The fact that y'all would get up here and talk about us like that when y'all have all of this going on, y'all got incest through the roof. Like, let's not even go there. Everybody's always pointing a finger at the black community. That pale face looking about something. Oh, I wish I could just go somewhere and not live around them. You can go plenty of places in the United States. There's still sundown towns in the United States. Y'all probably don't even live in close proximity to black people. Talk about you got black fatigue, using and stealing and colonizing and co-opting a term that was created by a black woman, because that's all y'all do. Y'all have no original bone in y'all body. If y'all would have just left us alone, we could have been separate, but y'all were too jealous and didn't want us to do any better than you, because we're the only people in this country that has ever been your direct competition as far as progression goes. Anyways, what y'all think about this? Spread love is the Brooklyn way. He literally got up here and talked about our hair and said we had the mark of the beast because of our hair, and only 2% of us is good people. And that's what the hell is going on in their reservations? You can't make this up.
Why do Native Americans think we're trying to steal their spot or steal their heritage?
Y'all are. Not.
We are a whole different people than y'all are. We have a whole different backstory than y'all do.
Yes, y'all are
Instead
Africans.
of doing more research of why y'all look Siberian or why y'all like y'all came from Asia, y'all are so stuck on us. We're doing.
So that girl's post got about 5,000 likes and thousands of views. I don't know why so many people side with that type of delusion. That lady's saying that we come from Asians, but little does she know, all black people come from Asians. You guys descend from the San people. Look up the oldest people in Africa. They're an Asiatic group of people. They're known as the Khoisan people. They're Asiatics. Asians come from us, and y'all come from Asians. Also, you guys are misunderstanding the information. You guys are seeing what you want to and hearing what you want to hear. And preaching nonsense. Nobody believes you guys anymore because you guys keep switching up. You guys are culture vultures. You guys are going through an identity crisis and major case of Stockholm syndrome. You are trying to attach yourselves to the people that owned you. The 5 civilized tribes, Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Seminole, y'all were never labeled as Indian. Y'all may have been adopted into those tribes, but you were still labeled as black. Those tribes never got reclassified, but they enforced the one-drop rule because you guys descend from pretendings. You guys were trying to distance yourself, and still are, from slavery in case it comes back, so you guys don't want to be black or African, so you started calling yourself all these other things that you're not. So yeah, they're going to have to bring back the one-drop rule because you guys keep self-identifying as things that you are not. Take a DNA test, but you won't because you'd be like, oh, white people are lying to us. We're really Indians. No, you do not look Indian at all. You are Igbo Yoruba you are a Negro from the Niger Congo. You are not an Asiatic Native American. You guys are foolish for thinking that. Absolutely foolish. You guys come from Asians, and Asians come from us. No wonder why you feel so connected to Native culture. We're your ancestors.
Hello there. Y'all not gonna like this one. Let's talk about the Native American. In 2007, the Cherokee Nation disenrolled 2,800 freedmen black people from their tribe when federal funding was involved, so they'd get more money. And it violated the treaty that they had with the freedmen black people. The court ruled in favor of the freedmen black people. 1979, the Creek Nation decided to disenroll the black freedmen from their tribe. The Seminole Nation tried to enforce different rules for the black ones. The Chicmacha tribe of Louisiana, between 1904 and 1919, they disenrolled African and Native descent people. To this day, the descendants of those people are not allowed to enroll in the Creek Nation. The Mattapony tribe in Virginia disenrolled their black, they looked phenotypically black members out, or if they married black. The Pamunkey tribe, they disenrolled people if they married black people. The Rappahannock tribe, they will not, they disenroll members who look African American. There's more. They did this because they get more money individually and their casino profits and all of that if they disenroll the black people. They also say they don't believe in blood quantum, yet a lot of these tribes make you prove that you have a lot of Native American ancestry. And that one woman who I went back and forth with is a great example of that. My great times through grandmother was Native American, and she told me, because I had no connection, didn't know what tribe, because I was adopted by my brother's dad, didn't know anything about it, that I wasn't allowed to be in tribe. I thought blood quantum didn't matter. I wasn't asking to be anyway. And on the trail of fucking tears, the Cherokee had their enslaved black people that they enslaved with them, which is crazy work to me. Crying while you have slaves. And on those pictures, they never show the black enslaved people. That was really heartbreaking to hear. 10 out of fucking 10.
Remember when I told y'all that TikTok has a tendency of putting hateful things in my algorithm? Notice that they put this guy in my algorithm. He came in my algorithm out of nowhere. And I'm a little upset that they put him in my algorithm because I saw this video. Couldn't find his ass. But it really struck a chord with me because, matter of fact, I'm gonna let you see this video and then I'll come right back with what I want to say.
Play the video. All y'all in here that are commenting, I screenshot. I have a secondary person there in the other room. They screenshot all your accounts. We put you on a watch list because you're waking up. You're starting to wake up. You're starting to realize that you're the original Americans, and we can't be having that. That's why we put a lot of y'all leaders in jail and stuff for SEXUAL, ABUSCE of MINORS. Catch them, we plant fake evidence on them.
I don't really like to do any division on my page when it comes to race. Shit. I try not to, but it's a big topic right now in our country. It's really a big topic when it comes to Black Americans and Native Americans, because Black Americans are starting to discover that a lot of their ancestors are actually indigenous to this land, as opposed to being foreigners, which is what we were classified to be, as being labeled African Americans, when Jesse Jackson told the world that we prefer to be called that, even though he himself in 1998 also decided to classify himself as being a part of the Cherokee Nation. Now, I don't like to really get into too much of that because I don't want nothing from any of y'all. I really don't. So whoever was here first, none of that really fucking matters to me. It's about who's here right now and who's going to do right by it right now. But the fact of the matter is that there are people just like this guy right here, who have this hate in their heart for Black Americans who are discovering this newfound truth, considering the fact that both us Black Americans and Native Americans have all went through something called erasure due to the Racial Integrity Act that was implemented on our culture. Y'all have a hard time understanding that there were Black Indigenous people in this country. And it's really sad. It's sad that we have to go through hell and hot water to prove that you weren't the only ones that were here when this was called Turtle Island. What kind of energy are you really putting out there to the atmosphere? Because I don't think for a second that you're doing your ancestors any justice, bringing forth such hate. In fact, you're really sounding more so like Walter Plecker and the people that implemented the erasure of our cultures, more so than trying to hear the other side and seeing what we could do to actually try to maybe unite. But instead, you're causing more division. So how are you doing right by your ancestors by doing this right now? This is how I know that you may not be original. Because, see, the original people that you claim to be a part of, they actually worked with Black Indigenous people. Because, see, at one point, there was no beef between us. It wasn't until the colonizers came that created that beef. And those people who thought like you, they joined with them to enslave our people. They joined with them to scalp them. In fact, they created treaties with them that wanted to keep them as slaves instead of make them free. And some of them still practice that to the point to where the ones that are supposed to be with these tribes, they're being told that they can't even be a part of them. Y'all are part of the problem. And I hope that whatever tribe you're with, that they could see the hate that you sit on your internet and do, and that they kick your ass out because y'all not spreading nothing but hate. Because why would the two cultures that are at the bottom, went through the worst situations in this country, be beefing with each other? How does that even make sense? Y'all got some healing to do. And y'all not doing y'all people or the land that you claim to own any fucking justice.
Anyways, welcome back, and you guys have literally seen all of that clip that I wrote out for you guys. Please correct me in the comment section. Where actually is this kind of creatures found? Where actually is this kind of people that are mad? People that can literally not understand how to put their words together. People that can literally not study history. People that, in fact, education is far from them. Where can this set of people be found? Because let it make sense to me that you are bringing it on a live podcast, on a live stream, knowing fully well that there are definitely going to be Black people there, Black Americans there. You have the right to tell them that they have over 100 years and they did nothing with it, and so on and so forth. How many years were you given, and what were you able to achieve with that years that you were given? Because I don't know why a lot of people adapt to the point that they're not even seeing that every single thing they are enjoying today is as a result of Black Americans. Every single thing that they are literally copying today. And you see, this is why I see reasons with Black Americans where they literally do not agree with anybody just coming from nowhere, using their culture and not giving them credit. Because if this person really knows a lot of histories and has dug deep into Black American history, I don't think you will honor a podcast and you'll be saying this. And to now make it worse, that on videos that Black Americans are doing, this guy will literally go stitch those videos and then make sure he reacts or just say something about, like, this guy literally have issues with Black Americans, and I don't know where the issues is coming from. And this is why I said Africans in diaspora, Africans in anywhere, immigrants are the problem why Black Americans choose to sit out of their issue. Why Black Americans choose not to answer them whenever things is wrong with them or whenever they need help. Because you can literally hear what this man is saying. But if this man now need help, he will now start calling on Black Americans. Why are Black Americans not saying anything? Why are they not showing up? Now, look at all the disgusting thing he literally said. I was so ashamed of his creature as a man. Honestly. And now using the N-word on a live stream is not even making sense at all. It's not making sense. I don't know when people will learn to start seeing black Americans hustle. Because now I'm not even going to classify all of us as black people right now. I'm going to make sure I say black Americans specifically. Because for crying out loud, give honor to whom honor is due. Music, jazz, hip hop, Afrobeat, name it. Name what black Americans did not contribute to. Later, people will walk up and say they don't have history, they don't have culture, they don't have this, they don't have that. Black Americans are lazy. Black Americans do not have where to go. Black Americans do not know tradition. It's just a whole lot to deal with when you see people that have hatred for black Americans. Black Americans, please, what did you people do to deserve such hate? Most of the times I try to wrap up my head. I try to understand where all of this is coming from. I just cannot. Let me know where you think this particular man is from. Let me know in the comment section, and let me know what you think about all of this. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be simple, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah. It's just a whole lot to deal with, honestly.